Hello guys and welcome. This time I'm going to be showcasing a program that I made in Python that does a lot of stuff like decompression bomb, but it's not really a decompression bomb because it doesn't get noticed by antivirus, it doesn't affect antivirus, it just affects your PC through just like regular Python permutations and stuff like that, or it just generates a lot of stuff. So let me show you how it works. So first we're importing the random and string, and then from itertools we're importing permutations. So this will just help us generate random garbage data and just run through it and like see every combination of the data, every permutation. So we have two functions right here. This is the decompression thing, which will generate a text file that's going to fill up with a lot of garbage data, and it's going to fill up your PC with like 1 GB in 30 seconds. Now obviously you know that this can be done faster because once I'm doing this I'm using like 20% of CPU. It can be done through threading maybe or something like that. You can make it generate 1 GB in like 10 seconds probably, or even more. So in this case I just made it like this just to showcase my idea. Obviously this will be better in object-oriented programming. We have a random variable which chooses the random string of the ASCII lowercase letters, and then we're defining the bomb. I don't know why is it called a bomb, and the variable has is basically just accepting the name. It's making the name for the text file, so it's just a random name, so it can generate every time, so it doesn't like collide together. And we're opening it with, well, actually this doesn't need to be fully random. It can actually just be called bomb because we're using DW plus, but we don't maybe want that. Maybe we want to generate a lot of text files and we're not able to like rename them, or we don't want to rename the previous one. So we're writing the first thing, welcome to the bomb experience. Obviously you don't have to write this, you can just write a new line, and then we're closing it right away. Actually this should be or could be here, but it doesn't really matter. And then we are defining the new function, which pretty much just says it's running and it's going to take this much to generate this much, and we're using the this is just called like this for no reason. You can call this anything you want, and it's using the random words to mix them up with uppercase characters, lowercase characters, and string digits, and we're using the permutations of all of these. So of all of this we're just going to use all combinations, so it's going to make permutations of all of these, so all the combinations of all of these, and it's going to pretty much write down that in the file. As you can tell right here, there is only a limited amount of these and only a limited amount of the permutations that you can do. So there is an end to it. It's just not close. You can probably generate a lot of stuff before there's an end. But ideally, the best thing would probably be just generating even more permutations to that, like more combinations of it, and then just writing it to the file. It really doesn't matter what's written in the file. So right here we're closing the file after we're writing this. So for each one of them we're going to write for each permutation of it. In our list of permutations we're going to write that permutation, and then we're opening it and obviously using append in this case and closing it, and then we're writing our function. So right here is the memory thing, a completely different thing. It's actually pretty simple. So we're printing out this, and then we're saying this is another list. As I said, you don't need to have this. So we're defining all of this stuff and putting it into like a one huge big list, and then we're making permutations of that specific list, and then we're making permutations of permutations. Show you like this. So we can run the decompression thing, and it's going to say decompression bomb running. As I said, it's not really a decompression bomb, but it does take up a lot of space in a short time, so that's pretty useful, especially considering we were talking about Python. And if you take a look right here, it's pretty stealthy. Hold on. As you can tell, my CPU and memory are not like freaking out or anything. It's fine. You can probably do it double the fast, or maybe even triple. I mean, don't look at the percentages because obviously it doesn't only depend on Python. I'm also recording and stuff like that. And as you can see, it's generating, and what's it be like 10 seconds from now? And if we take a look right here at our bomb text file and refresh, you can take a look that it's already 1 GB. And if we refresh again, now it's 1 GB and 149. And if you refresh again, it's 1 GB and 32. And if we refresh again, it's 1 GB 33. Now let's wait for like what, 5 seconds. And if we refresh right now, as you can tell, it filled up a little bit more. So obviously it's not 30 seconds, and there is maybe there is even a decline in speed. I don't even know, depending on your abilities of your computer or whatever. But ideally, you can make this run even faster, like double or triple, and that's going to generate a lot of stuff in a short time. So that's it, and I'm gonna wipe this right now, because if you take a look, yeah, it's too big, obviously, right? Now let's wipe this, and let me show you the other function. It's really simple, and it can do a lot of damage. It can do it can fill up your memory easily. So let's run it again. Let's say memory thing, like that, and there we go, memory. Now it says CPU and memory slowdown is running. Okay, and let's take a look. Is it true? And if we take a look at it right here, it is true. You can tell my CPU is actually 90 to 100% right now, and my memory is 90 to 100% as well. It's pretty nuts. And as you can tell, like, the memory is charging up. It's constantly 90%, but it's charging it up even more, and then it's going to drop down at some point because all the variables are being defined or whatever, and they're all going like through the permutations. It's basically like mining, like Bitcoin, but on steroids, I guess. I don't even know. Like, it doesn't even have any point, but it just fills up your memory and CPU. So it's actually beautiful to see. And then there we go. We're going to kill it. Just calm down. So task manager is going to take a second to calm down, and once it does, it's fine. Okay, so as you can tell, it's already 40% because I'm recording. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. It's just an idea that I had, and I just wanted to do it. And also I wanted to talk about the add me fast thing that I found out. So as you know, the Google ads on the websites and, well, on YouTube videos as well, but on the websites mostly, work the way that they check your website. I don't know if they check your website many times or they just check it once when they're putting ads. Anyways, my point is they check your website for tags. If you have a tag hacking or something like that, they're not going to give you ads. So in this case, I would maybe like consider this as an attack, like a serious vulnerability if it's true. But I think that if you would use add me fast to anyone's website, let's say you have a news website that has Google ads, obviously, right? And you just use add me fast, and as you can't affect tags, right? But you can definitely affect their traffic. And if you use add me fast and you have enough coins on the site, you can put their site, right? So new site, and the new site is going to get a lot of bot traffic. And then if Google notices that, they're going to take away their ads, meaning they're going to lose a lot of money in revenue. I think that that could work. I'm not sure, because it's not like no one can find you, obviously, because you're behind the add me fast site, and they can only just take down the add me fast. But is it too late then? Did they lose a couple of days in revenue? Does it like work like that? Obviously Google would notice the bots right away. The bots is actually just users, but like that the traffic is actually coming from add me fast, because if you ever use the add me fast, you can see that they're not visiting the page itself, they're embedding the page inside of their page so you can visit it. So Google knows it's add me fast, so it's not going to allow that kind of behavior. So it's actually an interesting attack without like anyone even ever noticing the attacker. It's just if it works. So I don't know what you think about it. If you have any opinions, just contact me. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.